Okay, so we're going to pick up right where we left off, and we're going to create a function called getEarnings. And inside of this function, we're going to create a variable called HTML code and set that equal to soup.find. And pretty much what soup.find does is it is able to find one of these classes or IDs or whatever. So we're going to find this div ID called app, and we're just going to write it to a file because the terminal can't handle all of that code. So we're going to do div, and it's an ID, and it's called app. So once we have that, we can do create a file. So we'll write file name and do html2.csv. I'm just doing html2 because I already have one called html. And then we'll write fl is equal to open file name. And this will open the file, and then finally we want to write to the file. So we're going to do fl.write, and we're going to write HTML code, and we're going to do something called prettify, which will make the code look nicer. And then finally we're going to close the file. So now if I run this code, get earnings, and let's run this. So I'll do python web scraper.py. We'll just put an apple. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I did forget one thing right here. So we gotta open the file name and do that. And now when we run it, and put an apple, we should get no errors, and we can now open this file. So we're gonna go to wherever your file is stored. So mine is stored on my desktop inside of a web scraper, and right here we can see the file that was just created, and I'm just gonna open this in Notepad. So now we have all this code, and we're gonna see what we're gonna find. So pretty much how we're gonna get all of this data is through these data React IDs, which is really helpful because we can loop through just by adding to the data React ID. So we're gonna scroll through, and we are going to find our first piece of data. There we go. Earnings estimates, and then earnings actual. So this is what we're going to be scraping. So as you can see, the earnings estimates have a data React ID of 197. And we're going to get the class that stores them, not the span. And the actual starts at 210. And we can see it goes up by 2. So with this information now, we can write a loop, so we don't need this anymore. We can create a variable called data react ID and set that equal to 210 to start, because we'll do the actual. And just do another one called number of earnings ago, and just start it at 1. So now we're going to create 2 empty lists, one called earnings, estimated earnings, and the other called actual earnings. And we are going to fill these lists inside of the loop. So now I'll create a loop, and we want it to run 4 times. So we're going to start off by turning this data React ID into a string by calling this string function and just passing in the data react ID, and this will just turn this integer into a string. And that's just because when you call the soup.find function, it takes in a string, not a integer. So next we'll say earnings actual, and set that equal to soup.find. And let's see here, I'm pretty sure it was a TD, so we're going to write TD, and we are going to search for it by the data react ID, and we're going to put in here data react ID. And then we're going to call a function called get text, which will pretty much get this text from this function. Okay, so next we're going to need to convert this into a float so we can do our calculations later. So we'll do earnings actual and set that equal to float earnings actual, and we are going to get the first four characters of that string and convert that into an integer. And then to finish off this loop, we're going to set the data react ID back into an integer. Or actually, earnings actual, let's set this to 5 just in case. Data react ID will turn this into an integer, pass in the data react ID, and we'll get the first 4 for this one. Then we're gonna get our actual earnings list that we created up here, and we're gonna add the actual earnings to it, the earnings actual that we scraped. And then finally, we're going to add 2 to the data react ID. And then we're going to do x plus equals 1. And it will continue looping. Now, to get the other information, we're going to have to first set the data react ID equal to whatever this one is. Let's see. 199. Is where the estimates start. So we're going to set it equal to 199. Then we're going to do the same thing. So for y in range 4, data react ID is equal to a string data react ID, and then do earnings, create a variable called earnings estimate, and set that equal to soup.find TD, search for the data react ID, set it equal to the data react ID, and then we'll get the text. Okay, there we go. And then once more, we are going to convert it into a float. This is minus. So we're going to convert it into a float. So do float earnings estimate, and we'll get the first 5. It shouldn't go past 5. But if you do get any errors, then you just have to bump up this number. So after we do that, again, we are going to turn the data react ID back into an integer. and we'll just get the first 4 again. And then we're gonna get our empty list for the estimated earnings, and we're gonna append or add to it our earnings estimate. And then finally, we're going to get add to our data React ID and add to our variable. Okay, there we go. So now that this loop is done, let's just put at the very end print estimated earnings and print actual earnings. Okay. So if we run this code, we will find, let's put Apple, we get all the earnings estimates. So the next step would be to check if they're greater than each other to see if they beat earnings. So we can get rid of this. And now we're going to write another loop. This time we're going to loop through the lists that we filled here. So we will write for earnings actual, write for earnings actual and earnings estimate in a zip for both of these. So actual for both of the lists, actual earnings and estimated earnings. And this will pretty much run both of these lists at once so we can get access to each variable. And now we are going to use our number earnings ago. So we're going to get our number earnings ago and set it equal to a string and pass through the same thing. And now we're going to do our checks. So we're going to check if earnings actual is greater than estimate or earnings estimate, then we are going to print, we'll print earnings plus number of earnings ago plus, say, quarters ago and we'll put beat, and we'll do an else if, so if the opposite is true, if earnings estimate is greater than earnings actual, so greater than the actual earnings, then we are going to print earnings plus number of earnings ago plus quarters ago, and we'll put missed. So now that that's done, we're going to finish off this loop like we did the other ones. We're going to get our number of earnings ago and set it back into equal to an integer, and we know that it's not going to be more than 4, so we can just do, we know that it's can just do 1 place, and then we're just going to add 1 to it, so plus equals 1. And now this code's done. So if we test it out, we can write python web scraper.py, and we'll put in Ferrari, so race. And we can see that they beat earnings 1 quarter ago. Here, wait, we'll fix this right here by putting spaces. Okay, so we just want to fix these space errors. So we'll clear and do Python web scraper.py, and we will do Ferrari. So now we can see that they beat earnings 1 quarter ago, beat earnings 2 quarters ago, and missed earnings 3 quarters ago and 4 quarters ago. Now if we do something like Apple, we will see that they beat all their earnings. And if we do something like Amazon, we'll see they missed last 2 earnings, beat 3rd quarter, and missed 4th quarter. So that wraps up this tutorial. Hopefully you get a basic idea of how to web scrape off of Yahoo Finance. So now you should have the basic knowledge to be able to scrape other things such as dates, some other data like prices, and if you want to know how to update prices too, you can use schedule library, but maybe I'll cover it in another video. So that's the end of this video, and like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.